Welcome to my story. Have you ever bought something online and felt an uneasy feeling about it? What if that feeling wasn't just in your head? What if the object you bought had a life of its own and it refused to let you go? I learned this the hard way. The flames danced and flickered, casting long, eerie shadows that stretched and contorted across the walls of my room. They seemed to writhe and twist, like spectral hands reaching out from the depths of the fire. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a story that will chill you to the bone, a tale of a hidden world, a place where the ordinary gives way to the extraordinary, and the mundane is replaced by the macabre. This is where I stumbled upon it, a hidden market, a digital bazaar of the bizarre, where the most unsettling of objects could be purchased with a few clicks of a mouse. I was a college student then, young and foolish, drawn to the allure of the unknown. The surface web, with its bright lights and predictable patterns, felt suffocating. It was a world of curated experiences, of carefully constructed realities. I craved something more, something different. And so, I began my descent into the rabbit hole, venturing into the shadowy corners of the internet, armed with nothing but curiosity and a healthy dose of naivete. The Tor network, a labyrinthine network designed for anonymity, was my gateway. It was here, amidst the swirling currents of encrypted data, that I stumbled upon it. A link, hidden amongst 1,000 others, a cryptic message scrawled in seemingly random characters. Deciphering it was a challenge, my fingers hovering over the keyboard, each keystroke a hesitant step into the unknown. The thrill of the hunt fueled my determination, but a growing sense of unease began to creep in. Finally, with a surge of adrenaline, the link resolved itself, revealing a stark white page. The page was stark, minimalist, a stark white background with a single, chilling image, a tarnished silver locket, its surface etched with arcane symbols that seemed to writhe and shift before my eyes. The symbols pulsed with an inner light, casting fleeting shadows that danced across the screen. Below, a list of items, each more unsettling than the last. A collection of antique dolls with vacant eyes, a set of teeth extracted from a long-dead serial killer, a vial containing a sample of the Black Death. Curiosity, that insatiable beast, gnawed at me. I couldn't resist. The locket, with its promise of the unknown, its air of forbidden knowledge, captivated me. I imagined the secrets it held, the whispers of the past echoing within its cold metallic heart. I could almost feel the icy breath of history upon my skin. I rationalized it away, telling myself it was just an antique, a piece of history. But deep down, a cold dread began to settle in my stomach. I purchased the locket. It arrived a few days later, a small, unassuming package delivered anonymously. Inside, nestled in a bed of black velvet, lay the locket. It felt cold to the touch, radiating a strange, unsettling energy. As I held it in my hand, a shiver ran down my spine, a premonition of the darkness that was to come. The air in the room seemed to thicken, heavy with a sense of impending doom. That night, strange things began to happen. Unaccountable chills, whispers in the dead of night, the feeling of being watched. The air in my room seemed to thicken, heavy with an unseen presence. I dismissed it as paranoia, as the overactive imagination of a college student who had spent too much time on the internet. But the feeling persisted, growing stronger with each passing hour. The shadows seemed to deepen, the silence more profound, the air heavy with a strange metallic scent. Sleep became a battleground. Nightmares plagued me, vivid and terrifying. I saw faces contorted in agony, heard the screams of the damned. I dreamt of a shadowy figure, its face obscured by a swirling vortex of darkness, watching me from the corner of my room. Its eyes, burning with an eerie, malevolent light, seemed to pierce the darkness of my dreams. The locket, it seemed, was feeding on my fear, drawing me deeper into its suffocating grip. I tried to get rid of it, to destroy it. I threw it in the trash, but it reappeared on my desk the next morning, nestled amongst my textbooks, as if mocking my attempts. I tried to bury it in the woods, but I found it back in my pocket hours later. The locket, it seemed, was determined to stay with me, and with each passing day, its influence grew stronger. Strange occurrences began to manifest in the physical world. Objects would move on their own, doors would slam shut for no reason, and a pervasive sense of dread clung to me like a shroud. My grades plummeted, my social life deteriorated, and I became a shadow of my former self. The The locket, I realized, was a conduit to something dark, something ancient and malevolent. I sought help, but no one believed me. They dismissed my concerns as the ramblings of a stressed-out student. I felt isolated, alone in my struggle against the unseen forces that were consuming me. The locket, it seemed, was feeding on my fear, my isolation, driving me to the brink of madness. One night, I awoke with a start. I reached for the locket, a desperate need to destroy it washing over me. But it was gone. I searched frantically, tearing through the sheets, checking under the pillow, but it was nowhere to be found. I spent the rest of the night searching, convinced it had simply fallen off the nightstand. But the next morning, it was still gone. I searched every corner of my room, my apartment, even retracing my steps from the previous day, hoping to find some clue as to where it might have gone. But it was as if it had vanished into thin air. The strange occurrences began to subside. The whispers grew fainter, the shadows less intense, the fear less consuming. The world slowly began to regain its color, the distorted edges of reality slowly correcting themselves. I still felt a lingering unease, a sense of unease that would never fully leave me. But the constant dread, the suffocating fear, began to recede, like the tide slowly pulling back from the shore. I never saw the locket again. It disappeared as mysteriously as it had arrived, leaving me to grapple with the lingering effects of its malevolent presence. The experience had shattered my sense of reality, leaving me adrift in a sea of uncertainty. But as time passed, I slowly began to heal, to piece my life back together, one fragile piece at a time. The locket and the horrors it unleashed had left an indelible mark on my soul, a constant reminder of the dangers that lurked beneath the surface of reality. And now I warn you, stay away from the darkness. Resist the allure of the unknown. For some secrets are best left buried, some bargains best left unmade.